So we've got a long one today, and it's just another like beginning of the week, take care of a bunch of stuff kind of episode. So no caverns, no fishing really, just basically doing the smaller stuff that I would usually keep, I guess, behind the scenes. So let's jump into it. And it's mostly because the luck is not good, so it's the perfect time to kind of take advantage of this stuff. Plus it's Sunday, so all the gifts reset. So we're going to use our tree fertilizer today, and we're going to make as much as we can and put down as many as we can. So it's 17, which is like a lot short. We're well short of what we want, but fiber is kind of hard to come by. And then we'll get some gold snips and do gifts, geodes and museum as usual. I need an apple tree pretty badly because fall will require me to get 3 apples, maybe 4 apples, 5 apples total. So I really need an apple tree, and we'll upgrade our barn since we have some cash right now, and then drop some stuff at the community center. So kind of a lot to do in a relatively short amount of time, I guess. If we're able to complete everything, I'll be pretty happy. If not, like, I know the major stuff will get done. We may not get every single gift given or NPC greeted, you know what I mean? So that's not too big of a deal. This is something like, I always talk about resets, but these are the days that are hard to reset, and I always say that too, but like having to break open a ton of geodes over and over again, and then like forgetting stuff at home and having to do that again, no good. So luckily that didn't happen too much. And my museum, I think it's still in like pretty pristine condition. You know, it's still like, I don't know, like pretty well organized. It starts to get a little messy because I try and like donate fast, and I don't really take the time to organize it. So you'll kind of see that slide into a state of disarray, I guess. And then yes, we have also the red mushroom quest for Shane. So that's an easy one for points with Shane. Shane is like, for whatever reason, he's shaping up to be one of the earliest friends. And it's nice. I don't usually pay attention to Shane, so this is kind of the first time we really talked to him much. Maybe we can get some blue chickens this time around. Well, yeah, we can easily do that, because we have to get ducks and stuff. So if we get his friendship high enough, we can grab a blue chicken, assuming we get that cutscene. I have a tendency to like skip cutscenes automatically, like that one I just skipped. And I don't know if that was good or bad. I don't know if you get points with Penny or George. Hopefully not. But if that's the case, then I missed it. I think I missed... Did I miss Pam's birthday, or is that coming up? I'm going to look that up, because I know Pam's birthday is coming up. My Google searches are weird, because I'll just search Pam's birthday, and it's like with no Stardew Valley or anything. Oh, it's coming up. We got 4 days. Or I'll just Google like largemouth bass cost, and so I'll get like really weird results, and then my ads on like Amazon stuff are messed up, when I should really just use like the wiki and keep it open, but I just Googled terribly. Yeah, anyway, so we're gonna bust open a bunch of geodes. Predictor as always, just kind of, I'm doing a pretty like lazy predictor route. Sorry, I readjusted my chair. It might have made some loud noise. This chair's got to go. But anyway, you could really like look ahead in the predictor like 200 geodes and find out like the most optimal path. But I kind of do it like 30 or 50 at a time and just do like what's best for the time being. And that seems like good enough, I think. Like, I'll have so many Omni Geodes at some point that it won't even matter. I'll have like hundreds and hundreds of these things. So I figure I might as well just kind of be fast and loose with it. But yeah, things are looking pretty good. We're getting a little messy on the bottom, and I think our green stuff might be in the wrong spot. I don't know, I should just look at a reference image. We'll see. And then we're finally going to start dealing with the dwarf because we have the translation guide now. And luckily he's really easy to deal with because he likes gems. So even if you forget a gift from him, most of the time you can just pop down into the mines like really quick and grab something for him. So, yeah. I don't really know what else we got going on, just a couple of parsnips. We did most of the stuff we wanted to do. We have, I mean, obviously a lot more people to gift. And just like a lot of running around. It's really hard to like, I guess like take everybody's schedule, put it together, and then find the most efficient routing possible. Just because you have to like really know where you are at all times and really know where everybody else is. And that's something I don't have that knowledge. That's something like the Habu probably has, or like Blade probably knows. Maybe not even those guys, because they don't do a lot of like in a short amount of time aside from like money. And Habu just does like speedrun perfection in like 24 hours kind of stuff, which is way different of a play style. But I'm sure they have a better grasp on like where people are. Like obviously I know where Sandy is, but like I don't know where Leah is right now on a Sunday at 11. Or like I know where the vendors are, right? But like almost, I would say like 90% of the time I have no idea where Caroline is. Like she's maybe in her tea room sometimes. Sometimes she's talking to Evelyn, but I just don't know when. Except for Mondays. Or the Monday the 1st. I know where everybody is on Monday the 1st. And I guess every Monday. So I guess maybe I could do gifts on Mondays. If luck allows. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking about this. Even though like I said, I'm pretty far ahead of the gameplay. And I know in summertime everybody's schedules are different, so it doesn't really matter now, but maybe for next time, if this run is not completed successfully, I'll keep that in mind. And I really hope that's not the case. Because I really want to get into Stardew Valley Expanded, but I don't want to start it at the same time that I'm doing this. Because I don't want to min-max that as much. I want to play it much more casually. Or like, yeah, more casually, and because there's like more people and you have other stuff to do and it's not just about money, obviously. And so I don't want to do maybe a little challenge, like a 1 year community center, 1 year, whatever it is, like get married in the first year kind of stuff. But I don't want to rush it too much because it seems like more of an immersive playthrough. Though I can't promise I'll watch a lot of cutscenes. That's my biggest downfall. Oh, I got the apple sapling. That's good. I'm glad I did that. It's weird that I don't know what she just said, but she's like really hiding in there. I know at one point you find like a weird hidden stash of Pierre's in that bookcase. So I don't know what's up with that. And there's like this church to this strange god who like George only goes there because he's old, which is kind of goofy. I don't remember if Jody goes there when Kent is away. I think she does. They kind of barely touch on religion in this game. And I know like with this cross, like outside of Harvey's, they had issues because it was originally like they used the red cross from like the red cross, which you can't actually use. It violates the Geneva Convention to use the red cross on a non-Red Cross affiliated building. So it's kind of a weird thing that happened, like technically a war crime. I don't know how that works. But yeah, like Stardew Valley, like you might see that on YouTube once in a while, like how this game violated the Geneva Convention, which is crazy. I'm sure that obviously wasn't Concerned Ape's intent, but I don't know, there's a lot of weird stuff about this game. There's Willy. I like Willy a lot. I kind of wish he was around, like, more. I don't know how, but like maybe he was involved with the townsfolk more. Like, all he does is kind of chill on his own down there. He has that one, like, crab cutscene, which is kind of weird. But he doesn't really, like, socialize a ton. Maybe he does, and I just haven't noticed, but he doesn't seem to have any friends. I don't know. Like, he's one of the lonelier characters. Even, like, a Linus and the Wizard are, like, buds. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, projecting again. Who knows? You know, yeah, if you were wondering, like, how I know... If you're not as familiar with this game, like, those two, the secret dolls, or the whatever the dolls are, strange dolls, that I hoed up from here and from the desert, those are from the secret notes in the wintertime. And so that's why you know, like, their set location. And so I'm just trying to get those 70 artifacts today so I can meet Krobus and get him started in friendship. And I think those were the last relics or artifacts I needed for that. I could be wrong. I don't know why I always want to call them relics. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it stems from, like, playing too much WoW. I think there were relics in WoW. I don't know, those days are behind me. I haven't played that game in a while. Man, we got so much stuff. I don't know why we're hanging on to all the spring forageables. I think we've already made the seeds, so I don't think we need those. We'll only need, like, 2 packets of seeds at one point for, what do we need those for? We need those for a tea sapling. Oh, here's a look at our relationships, I guess, if you wanted to check that out. We're doing pretty, I mean, across the board, we're doing relatively well. 2 hearts with most people. I think I'm just trying to figure out, like, who do I have left and, like, what should I give them, because I don't have a ton of options right now. I'm not at the rabbit foot prismatic shard phase quite yet. But I guess that gives you kind of a quick peek at, like, how we're doing socially in this game. But once we get, like, 5 people eliminated from the social standings, I think things will pick up a lot faster as far as, like, not having to run around nearly as much. Like, there'll be a lot fewer days like this once even, like, the first spring group of people are eliminated, because I won't ever have to do this anymore for, like, Robin. Robin's a weird one because, like, I know she loves peaches and spaghetti, but I don't know, like, all the stuff she likes. And I know I say this so much, but I'm just not good with that. And I know somebody had mentioned, like, parsnips are really good for most people except for, like, the kids. And the kids I always have the hardest time with because I don't know what they like. I always think they like fruit, and then you give them a fruit and they hate it. Like, at some point I give Jazz a hated gift or a disliked gift, so I actually decrease friendship with her. I think it's later on, but I guess that's a spoiler for not that it matters, but. And, like, Linus, I feel like Linus likes everything. I don't know if there's anything he hates. I guess I can find out. But I'm just gonna Google what does Linus hate, and that's, like, the worst possible Google search. Oh, and movies. I forgot about the movies. I've never used the movies mechanic. Oh, he doesn't like regular stuff. And then Universal hates. What are Universal hates? Oh, trash, bait. Just regular. There's a bunch of stuff. Energy tonic. You know what I was thinking about today? I was thinking about the item in this game called Muscle Remedy. And it's an item that I've never seen anybody use at all. It's an item you can buy from Harvey's shop from Maru when she's working. And it just clears exhaustion. Which is weird because, like, it sounds good. because when you get exhausted the next day, you wake up with less energy, you know. But it costs 1,000 gold, which is a lot. So like realistically speaking, by the time you can afford to spend $1,000 on the muscle remedy, you could buy like 4 salads, which is more than enough food to refill your energy when you wake up in the morning. So I don't know, I guess I don't really understand the use of it, and I think that's probably why nobody ever uses it. Plus, Harvey's hours are not really that good. I think it's like 9 to 3. So yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about like the least used items in Stardew, and I think that is like way up there, because I've never ever seen, even on those lists, that like people will make a list that's like, you know, the 5 underused items in Stardew or the 5 worst items, and it's never on there. Like nobody even knows about it. So I don't know. If you, I guess, let me know. Do you use that? Let me know if any one of you has ever used that, because I'd be curious to know if you have or why you have. And I just skipped another cutscene. I don't even know what. I think that one's like, you like Sam breaks something and you have to lie for him. And like this, I think I skipped this too. Even though this is like the person I intend to marry, I still didn't watch the cutscene. And there's Shane. So yeah, he got his little mushroom and a beer, which is a really wild thing to give somebody at like a random evening. I guess he's on the way to the bar, so whatever. Yeah, but his friendship is like super high. So it would be nice to get him knocked out, as well as like anybody else who lives in that house. I don't visit Marnie very often, except for to buy animals. And there's like the lady I was mentioning last episode about the smuggler from the Guitaro Empire. And that's her. It's just really weird. It's kind of a weird dynamic. I haven't had to use that cart yet. I will. I'll definitely use it, but just not yet. And then this one. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell her. If there's like a best answer for that or not. I don't think that was it, but maybe it was. An old creepy wizard observing the villagers. I wish the wizard was more prevalent, I guess, in the game. Or like you could learn powers. I know there's mods where you can learn some wizarding powers, but I just want to have like some very mild wizardy powers, you know? I don't need to like immolate anybody or like Ray of Frost or something, but it would be cool to have some sort of wizarding powers. But I'm also like I'm a sucker for fantasy stuff. I don't know why. Yeah, just getting some hardwood, nothing crazy. We're back on that grind again. We kind of fell off of it for a little bit. We're trying to get a little better at actually collecting it. And that way we can build a stable and have boat wood also. We missed Emily, we missed Vincent, Jazz, Marnie, Elliot, Sam. So like kind of the normal people we always miss, hence them being like kind of far down on the list. But this is kind of what I mean about like this day. Like it doesn't feel like you can skip anything because I'm doing a lot. It's just all over the place. And I suppose I could fast forward it, but it feels like silly to fast forward a whole episode. So I just kind of find a happy medium. Oh, there's weird noises outside again. I wonder if we got some thunder rolling. We had like a nice thunderstorm. Well, it wasn't nice because we had like flash flooding, which obviously is not nice. As far as I know, it wasn't like life-threatening flash flooding. That would not be a laughing matter, obviously, but like my street just floods. If it rains a little bit, it just floods out. And so it was one of those. I probably sound like I live in a really crazy place, when I totally don't. I just live in like a very like normal city environment, you know, nothing crazy. Just some weird stuff happens. once in a while. Or like every 2 days, I would say. Something kind of weird happens. Like, yeah, like a dude drove into the neighbor's house. That was kind of crazy. The catalytic converter thing was kind of crazy. You know, just the usual city stuff. I don't know. It's kind of wild. I don't know what else I'm doing. I stopped paying attention because I was thinking about my area. That's kind of the downfall of not recording my voice while I play. But I don't know how. I guess I could do that. I don't know how people do that. I think you do it like and record a separate track, I guess, so you can like fast forward stuff. But I don't really know. I should learn that. That's on the list of stuff to learn. I know we got some more organizing to do as usual. And we just have so much junk. I keep saving so much stuff. Like I have all these coffee beans, which I know I'll get a lot more of. And maybe what I'll do is in the summertime, if I have like a side garden area, I'll just plant all the coffee beans so I can get a ton and then convert them all to espresso and be done with coffee. But for now, like I won't have a keg available to process them for a while. So they're just kind of building up for no reason. And I'll have some throwaway money here and there. God, my voice is not behaving today. Oh, and here's our CC run. I forgot we were doing that today too. I don't know if we complete any rooms for a while. Like for that one we won't because we need fall stuff. My controller disconnected. Or summer. We need summer stuff. And this one we just need to come back with like literally one more fruit or honey. We can go buy honey and do that. That'll be easy. Fish will be a while off because of the puffer fish. Unless we buy it, which then we can do it anytime. Apples are going to be a problem. Otherwise, I don't know. Our community center is in pretty good shape, I would say. We're still stuck on that fall deadline just because we have to wait for fall crops. But that's in good shape. We got a lot of our friendship stuff done today. So that's good. So, I mean, we're set up for the 14th through the 21st pretty much. We're in a pretty good spot as far as like side stuff. So we can really focus on a money grind. Assuming luck is friendly. Like we don't have any crop business to attend to aside from the golden parsnips. And then, yeah, we're just going to keep expanding out our furnaces. Try to get a couple hundred more iridium bars. I don't know. That's it, really. I keep saying that's it. I know I have a lot of like verbal go-tos, you know what I mean? Like there's things I say all the time, and I won't list them because I don't want people to like watch out for them, but there's definitely some set phrases that I default to. I know it is what it is used to be one of my big ones, but I've kicked that habit, luckily. And yeah, pet the cat, go to sleep, and then we're done with it. So that wasn't too crazy of an episode, too long, you know? Just a little bit longer, just since it didn't get slowed down too much. And then tomorrow, or next episode, I guess on Friday, Saturday, we'll do another long episode, but it is 2 days instead of the one, so a little bit of another change up, so I'll see you then.